folks, good evening, and welcome back to my reading vlogs. This will be, of course, my January reading vlog. Today is the 1st of January, and I'm back in business. Took a break last year, decided I didn't want to film these for a little bit, but now I've returned. Still gonna work on how to film these a little differently, but I'll get to that eventually. Still saving up for that camera. Then I'll probably replace it with my camcorder in filming, I mean. But yeah, well, of course I've read. Today I got a comic, as always, at least for now. Started a few other books there. But what I've currently been reading, I've had some stuff I started, but I felt like I wanted something different. So I finally picked up Little Women by Louise May Alcott. I'm probably butchering her surname. But yeah, as you know, Little Women, the very famous story that they, for some reason, continue to make films about. I always wonder why. But I mean, I wonder why they want to make a new version each time, like for Pride and Prejudice and so on. I mean, if they're gonna follow the same script, what are they changing, essentially? I always wondered about that, because I know there's was a new Little Women's movie. Yeah, I started this one last year already. I'm on page 94. I must say I'm really enjoying it. I like the girls. I did see the, I think it's 1994 movie with Viola. She has a difficult name. Winona Ryder. The who played Lydia in Beetlejuice. That's her. That's her. I saw like bits of that years ago when I was a kid. I liked it. I remember. And this is also a series which I had no idea up until a few years ago. It's like later there are books that are more focused on Jo, the second eldest sister. So that's curious. I don't know if I would like to chase those after I finish this one. But who knows. But yeah, this is some kind of, they made like these editions that I really don't like. So once I finish this book, I'm going to get rid of it. But what I don't get is there are 4 sisters, but there's only 2 on the cover. Oh, they couldn't tell the designer just make them smaller and squeeze 2 more girls in? And then, I mean, I don't like the whole concept of this cover regardless, but if you're gonna already put them, at least, like, put 4 of them. They're all important. But, anyway, I guess in the long run, it doesn't really bloody matter that much. But that's what I've been reading. Really been enjoying it. And then I have to get back. I also started reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, which I also really enjoyed. And definitely not like that famous, scene. You got the doctor and you got Igor and the whole, lightning that shoots electrocutions into Frankenstein without the bolts and shit. And it's never really fully explained how the doctor managed to just, animate a dead person. Well, a person he created from other people, but it's just never really explained. So I wonder, because I thought maybe they would have something with an electrician, but nothing. So I must admit I'm confused there and how it came to be in a sense. But it is what it is, I suppose. Regardless, I'm enjoying that one too. I'll get back to it after Little Women, though. Because right now I got too much to get back to. Yeah, so that's about it for the start of the year. See how many books I finish. I finished in January. I reset my Goodreads goal. This time I decided to go for 25. I'm sure by the end of this year I will reach that one. 'Cause I got some mangas as well to read and some comics I can include. We'll see. That's about all for now. Good morning. Please excuse my voice. I've caught a cold. But one day it's warmer and next day it's colder. The third day there's a rainstorm. Tis the weather to catch a cold in. So, we've officially finished the first week of this year. Today is the 8th of January. So far, so-so. I've decided I'm gonna try a bit like this sometimes with my reading vlog, just to give you a change of scenery, whoever's looking on the screen, and also to just make it a little bit different, because this is easier to set up than my camcorder. Yeah, so last time I showed you that I was reading Little Women, which turned out to be part 1 of the book, and I didn't know. So I finished that, yesterday I finished. It was good, I really enjoyed it. And then I was wondering what to continue with, because, as always, I got a lot that I'm reading. For some reason, I decided I want to start reading The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This is also by Penguin. I don't remember where I got this edition, but I really love this cover. It's very pretty. Yeah, this is one of them Penguin classics. Let me lower that, maybe you could look. Yeah, that's what I'm going to read. I started yesterday a little bit, because I finished reading Little Women, and I was like, okay, let's take a little break. I've also been keeping up with my comic reads as well, reading a comic a day. It's been going well. If anyone would let me know how the quality is, I picked the higher quality option on the camera. This is an NQ something. I just don't normally pick it because I talk for a while and all these different levels of, not levels, but like on the camera, the different resolutions, they have shorter time limits the higher they are. So I prefer the one where I just have the most time. And you can see in that well enough, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to be reading Dorian Gray. And yeah, I've continued with my comics. I'm reading a King Conan comic, issue 6. It's pretty cool. But I think the story is I just started sorry. I think the story, though, is really going to focus on Conan's father, it seems. Because the story starts with this count sitting with Conan outside in front of the fire. Excuse me. And Conan asking him to tell the story again about his father. How he saved his mother from an evil wizard or something, was it? So yeah, we'll see how that one will be. Jesus, sorry. I thought I'd, get to my comics I want to film about, but I think this week I definitely won't. I'm too nasally and shit to talk. But yesterday my voice was a bit better. That's the only reason I was able to make a video about Little Women. So, yeah. Plus, I'm a bit, I think I'm way more rambly when I'm sick. That's it. That's really all I have to update. We'll see how long it takes me until I finish a picture of Dorian Gray. For some reason, I always want to call it the portrait of Dorian Gray. I don't know why. But, yes. We'll see how long that one takes me, and I'll see what I decide to pick up after that. I'm not sure yet. But it will be something. Alright, folks, I'm gonna go, because I think my throat's about to give up on me. Good evening. I couldn't be fucked to be on camera today, and also I forgot to bring the book I'm reading with me here. So today you'll have my new cute cat doll to look at. Look, it's got a little egg, or cherry. I think it's supposed to be ice cream, I'm not sure. But, yes. Yeah, I didn't bring anything. Fuck, I'm not gonna restart it. So, since I've last filmed, I got a little bit of progress in the picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I'm not that much further in, just I've decided to go back and finish reading Fire Force, the manga that I've started in December last year. And it was a really great read. I had the omnibus edition, so it took me a while to finish that. Excuse me, because it's 3 volumes in one, so it's Jesus, sorry. So it's a little bit long, but yeah, I really enjoyed that one, and of course I've been continuing reading a comic every day. Finally went back to reading that Joker series, the Batman 3 Jokers, if anyone remembers that one still. That came out in 2020. Just, took me quite a long time. That's what I've done, and, that's basically it, really. I'm gonna continue now with Oscar Wilde. With the picture of Dorian Gray. I'm going to continue reading comics. I'll see if I film tomorrow. I'm not feeling too great, so I'll wake up tomorrow morning and decide then. I try to continue reading a comic a day to get through them slowly. After all. Because next week, there's quite a few things I have to do, so already some days where I just know I won't have time to film. So I'll have to see what I do about that. Well, let's live until next week, like my dad always says. Yeah, so far I've been enjoying my reading. Still, of course, got a bunch of other books to get back to, but I will with time. I think I said in in my goals for this year for the channel and reading as well. That I would like to get to all those books I started long ago and didn't finish, or at least finish most of them. Some of them, as I've said, I don't remember where they are even anymore. So even when I finish some things, it'll probably take me a bit of time to find them in this mess. Yeah, that's for reading. We had a rainstorm here. It's raining and windy, and today, I think after 3 days, is the first day we've had sun. I went out with Dad today, and yeah, towards the afternoon it was nice and warm. I thought I might need my leather jacket, but it was fine. It was nice to be outside. Just last week I had a cold, so I didn't go anywhere. And then this week we had the storm, so me and Dad managed to go out like the day the storm was starting. And even when we were out, we left at 11. Even then, you could already see all the clouds. Like, oh boy. Yeah, that was our weather forecast. That's about it really. We'll see if I manage to finish another book this month, as I finished Little Women. I'll see. Not running anywhere, but thanks to the comics and manga, I already finished 5 books out of my 25, or my reading goal. Channel, maybe it counts because Goodreads counts, it has manga and comics on there too, but yeah, I think at this rate, I might finish my goal before March. Again, purely with comics and manga. Which reminds me, I finally got Alice in Borderland, and I'm debating if to go back to that one. I'm having to read the second manga finally. Ideally, I should find the first and get a refresh, but I'll see. Well, that's it. I think I've blithered on enough at this point. So, see you next time. Good afternoon. Well, that's it. Today's the last day of January. The first month of 2026 is over. Holy shit. The year has just started, though. It's been a decent month. I've done some reading, finished a lot of comics. I didn't get to film the last more than a week or so because of my throat. It is better now, but kind of bummed about it. I had a series I wanted to get to. Right, I think the last thing I showed was that I started The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Well, since then, for some reason, I felt like starting Neuromancer by William Gibson. Gibson? Yes. Now, for some reason, when I showed this book when I first got it in the past, I called it Necromancer for some reason. I think I don't know, sometimes I read words wrong. For some reason, my mind just puts in different letters. As I read it as Necromancer, I was like, ooh. I can see I was thinking Necromancer, a wizard or a mag with the ability to control the dead and all that. Well, I guess here it makes sense with the Neuromancer. So yeah, I started Neuromancer. 53 pages in. I must say I'm enjoying it. So apparently this is part of a trilogy, or not a trilogy, but there's like a few other books here that are maybe connected. I don't know, but this is what I've started reading. I'll get back to all the other ones. I just couldn't decide what I wanted to read, and it happens to be a lot, it seems. And then another thing I've started, because I couldn't get to... I'm out of comics that I'm not going to film about. Because a lot of the ones I have now on the pile are ones that I might potentially make a video about, and because of my throat, I couldn't get around to it. Just knew I wouldn't be able to hold up talking that long. So I started this. You'll see the haul first before you see this video. Just because I already uploaded all the videos for next week. And I don't want to stuff in more of those, but yeah, you'll see this in my next haul. This is H.P. Lovecraft's The Shadow Out of Time by Go Tanabe. As you know, I have quite a few of these mangas of his that he adapts from Lovecraft stories. The last one I read was Color Outer Space. That was, Yeah, and this one I also really wanted to... I really liked this story as well. I can't wait. I hope he does the thing on the doorstep. Oh, I'd love to see that one. Oof. That'd be fucking awesome. I think so far is my favorite Lovecraft story. The thing at the doorstep. There we go. And it's purple. Yeah, so this I also started. I'm gonna continue reading it later. It's also a really cool and also pretty freaky story, just based on what happens to the protagonist. Well, you can say that a lot about the characters of Lovecraft, and still. So yeah, that's what I'm mainly focusing on, these two right now. And I'll get back to comics next week. I think I'll be able to. My throat feels a lot better. No, I'm still coughing. And hey, so far, I didn't time it, but maybe I've been talking already for close to 5 minutes. So far, so good. Like 4 days ago, by this point, my throat was already killing me. Just had a meeting with someone, by the end of talking, I was struggling. I'll see how Cover Slingers go tonight. Well, there it's easy. I don't have to do all the talking after all. But yeah, that's about it. So this is the first month of 2026. Quite happy with my reading. I did finish a book, right? Yeah, I did finish a book. Well, that's it. I hope I'll get to my piles of comics. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I mentioned. I started reading that Rorschach series. I'll talk about it in my wrap-up. I only got 2 issues in, though. And just I don't fucking give a shit about this. It's not even really about Rorschach the character. I don't know why the series is called that. Because I guess one of the main characters takes the identity of Rorschach, but even then, it's one of those stories where they're... spoke too soon. But there's an event that happens, and then you basically go back to learn how we got to this point. That's the sort of story, and because it doesn't have Rorschach, I just didn't give a shit. Back then, when it came out 5 years ago, I was like, oh, is this about Rorschach? I'd love to read that. I'm so bummed I got the whole series in the end, because if I knew it wasn't really about Rorschach, I wouldn't have bothered. Also, apparently I never got issue 12, or 12 issues. Oh well, one less issue to have to get rid of, I suppose, but I wonder why I never got it. Because at the time I did subscribe to the whole series. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, well, that's it. Hope you had a great reading month in January. Let me know down below what you've been reading, and, well, that's it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!